Another thing happening as we are recording today, I have an article here from The Hollywood Reporter. Alex Weprin, the writer, WWE Smackdown leaving Fox for USA next year as Raw hits the market. In addition, WWE will produce 4 primetime specials for NBC Broadcast Network, or the NBC Broadcast Network.
Well, the only thing I don't know about this yet, I didn't see how many pennies there are changing hands. Did they talk about any of the value of the contract, the rights, or is that something we're going to have to find out from Thurston Howell III later on?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to wait until they actually file their reports. They are a publicly traded company. In a significant shakeup of pro wrestling programming, WWE Smackdown will leave Fox and jump to the USA Network beginning in October 2024. In addition, WWE will produce 4 primetime specials per year, which will air in primetime on the NBC Broadcast Network until those ratings get embarrassingly low. I added that.
But now wait. I don't think they were 10 years ago or whenever it was, but now they ain't going to be embarrassing because SmackDown, those NBC specials, this is not going to turn into WWE Rampage or WWE Battle of the Belts. They're going to fucking load those specials up because they've left network television, over-the-air broadcast television, for whatever that's worth anymore. It used to be a banner of pride, but it's still a lot of people. SmackDown reaches more people, more viewers than Raw does. But they're going to USA, and I'm assured probably not only for a lot of money, but also if they get NBC specials, they're going to load those things up. Those are going to be more destination programming than even the regular weekly series, and especially what Tony's made out of his gifts he got, because they kind of did the same thing. They made the same offer, TBS and TNT Warner Media did to Tony when they switched his network after, and they didn't want to hurt his feelings too bad because they know he's emotional. So they said, we'll give you 4 specials a year. And he took a great title for the series and then tanked it completely. Well, in this case, that was probably part of the negotiation. We're going to give up our network TV presence for you, but you're going to make sure we have one as bonuses through these NBC specials. And they're going to have a theme probably of some kind. And they're going to have matches, I would think, that are a little bit more heavily promoted. And they're going to try to do, something with that as promotional tools for probably the big 4 pay-per-views. So that's a strategic business decision that I believe the WWE is going to take advantage of. But, thing you've talked about the ratings, the bar is lower. And we've said SmackDown's doing a decent network rating on TV every week. You don't think quarterly specials with more oomph to them, maybe leading into Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, are going to do a bad number?
Well, I'll continue here.
Oh, okay. Don't offer any of your own thoughts.
Well, let me finish the article. And again, we don't know any financials at this time, but SmackDown will debut on USA beginning in October 2024. The NBC specials will begin in the 2024-2025 broadcast season. This new deal is for 5 years. The Friday night program currently airs on Fox. It's home since 2019. The news was announced Thursday morning by WWE, which earlier this month merged with UFC. Is there any other info here? NBC Universal, which owns both USA and NBC, has been in business with the WWE for decades, with the wrestling promotion's Monday Night Raw franchise debuting on USA in 1993. Raw still runs on USA, as does NXT, the WWE's development program, not developmental, excuse me. NBC used Peacock is also the streaming home of WWE's signature events, including WrestleMania. While the new deal will bring WWE to NBC Primetime and SmackDown to USA on Friday nights, it will also mean the end of Raw and NXT on USA. Wait, what?
What? Wait, what?
A source familiar with the Raw discussions tell The Hollywood Reporter that the market for the program is extremely active, with traditional linear networks, streaming services, and, quote, unexpected players, end quote, all interested. Raw was the top scripted program on cable Monday nights this past TV season.
Let me
read that one. I'll read that key one again.
Yes.
While the new deal will bring WWE to NBC Primetime and SmackDown to USA on Friday nights, it will also mean the end of Raw and NXT on USA.
Whoa! So they buried the lead there, didn't they? Everything that I was seeing was crowing and talking about SmackDown going to USA, but are they basically now saying they're going to try to swap and potentially get Raw on one of the networks and SmackDown moves to USA?
Was SmackDown more affordable to USA, to NBC Universal, than a package of Raw and NXT?
Well, that would make sense because 2 hours of television instead of 5 hours of television.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that aspect of it, but that is a very good point. The 5 hours of TV, 3 of Raw and 2 of NXT versus 2 of SmackDown, with 90 minutes of commercials.
So apparently, maybe they think they can get more money from somebody else for Raw and NXT than they can from USA and just giving them SmackDown.
Amazon.
Oh, come on. They can't deliver the goddamn tape of the show to everybody's house every Monday. That would get burdensome.
No, I'm talking about they'll go purely streaming.
I'm fucking with you. Amazon. The only Amazon I see is the truck that pulls up in my driveway.
What do you think of the idea of one of these signature shows like a Raw going to a fully streaming model?
I don't think they might ought to have one show that's only streaming that people will watch just to establish a base there, but I don't think they need to give up USA and Fox Network for USA and anything streaming right now for mainstream exposure, their merchandising, the whole 9 yards. That would be a leap right now, would it not? Even if somebody was going to pay them same money, on the theory that, well, a bunch of people will come over here and start watching, rather than there's already a bunch of people over there watching. All those are questions that are open-ended for you.
Yeah, it's fascinating, the idea. They talk about that they've been with USA, they've been with NBC, they have this big relationship, and then they're getting the primetime specials, and I don't think Saturday night's main events, the last few times they did them on NBC, or maybe even a tribute to the troops, I forget what exactly it was. Like nothing was special. It just felt like
they were pre-taped throwaway kind of shows, and I don't think they'll do that this time around.
Well, we shall see. Where Raw and NXT end up is going to be very interesting.